keep money on this, so you know I'm finna rock out.
Like I'm from the knot, you know that I'm hot. And he say he's stepping, we know that he not. Told him come down the hill, up to score and get shit. Told Ben call the plan, you know he a got. Said he wanted some work, gotta come to the spot. Told you pass the ball, get the work in the rock. What he said on the net, pulling God for the block. Yes, he beat the mob, only love on the block. Put the box on the back, had to turn up a notch. Said watch to the blitz, he give me that to drop. Last dude got here, had to grieve on the car. When we catching me running, they make it too far. Said I been in the field, you just got to the yard. You can't see in the lights, cause they matching the stars. And the bro in the bench, swear to God that he hot. Better grace of your crease, get the stomp in the yard. I got a stack, get him sacked. Rolling the line, push him away, yeah, he got him a sack. Told him he run away and get smacked. I want his head, get a flag, I'ma take off his chest. He better not talk out of snap. We the best from the rich on God, can't snatch about that. Go on the road and get slapped. We wiping his nose and straight right back to the trap.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Season 1, Episode 2 of the Down the Hill Pregame Podcast, talking all things Huguenot football. And I got my man, Coach Scott, here with me. What's going on, Coach?
Man, everything great, man. Can't complain at all, man.
That's what's up. So, feel good to be 1-0.
Absolutely.
Feel good to be 1-0. Get the first one out the way. Played Saturday against a Eastern View team. Had a little bit of star power, if you want to call it that, and came away with a big victory.
For sure.
So talk about just overall how how it felt to get that first win under our belt for the season, for the 2024 season.
Yeah, man, it felt great. You always, you think you know what the team is, you think you know what you got, you think you know how they're gonna respond, but you never know until the lights is on and they're really getting after it for real. Again, like I said, our guys are so physical that we got to dial it down in practice. So it's kind of good to see them kind of off the leash, really be able to go 100%. You know what I'm saying? So it felt good, man. I love what we saw. I thought we started fast, which is one of our themes, for the year. We want to be able to start fast. But then after that, we kind of slowed up a little bit. They tied the game or whatever it may be. But the way we played in the second half, pitching a shutout and scoring like 34 points, some of that nature, that was good. I wanted to see how we respond. And I challenged them at halftime, and they definitely responded well to the challenge.
Absolutely. Definitely came out hot. Started with a 13-0 lead. Drove straight down the field on the first drive. Linwood Johnson capped off the first drive with a rushing touchdown to get things going. Got a defensive stop. Then Linwood Johnson hit Avion Lewis in the end zone, 13-0 lead. Ended up getting another defensive stop, and then we had a fumble.
Yeah.
And kind of stalemated things a little bit, allowed Eastern View to get back in the game. Two big touchdowns by Brett Clatterbaugh. I believe he scored both of them.
He did, definitely did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, very good player.
Absolutely.
Good player. And you talk about how they responded. How the guys responded in the second half, but to me, it started with at the end of the first half with that the drive at the end of the first half, where Linwood Johnson hits was it Ivy again? Was it Ivy on?
I believe it was.
It might have been.
I believe it was.
Whatever it was, I feel like that's when it really started. It started to end the second half, and like you said, just responded so well. Talk about how the quarterback play was from Linwood Johnson and Charles Scott Jr. Because it was a bit of a rotation. And they both responded well to it. So talk about how that went for the first game.
Yeah, man. So we got a great quarterback room, and I say it every time I get to talk about it, man. The biggest thing is, man, the relationship that those two guys have with one another. You know what I'm saying? They genuinely like each other. They genuinely care for each other. They genuinely want the best for one another, and it's a beautiful situation that you don't always have when you have two people in the same position. You know what I'm saying? But they clearly understand their roles. You got a veteran leader, which is a senior, And then you got a freshman, with a super bright future. But they both understand each other's roles, and like I said, the care that they have for one another is what leads the charge. But speaking on the game, man, they both played spectacular. I love the way that Wood came out. I love his fire, his leadership. Came out hot, man, and I love that about him. I love the success that he's having. And even with that being said, I just think that he's going to have a spectacular season this year, man. And I'm rooting for the kid. I'm glad he's here with us. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that I can touch on that. And then I thought that Junior, when he came in, I thought that he played well. Shoot, obviously made some great passes. They both shoot. Junior had like 165 yards passing. Wood had like 202. We threw the ball like 31 times and Wood got sacked one time. So for me, that was a testament to the O line. The O line played great. You know what I'm saying? Especially playing against again a defense that was solid. You got what I think is probably the best linebacker in the state that we played against.
No question.
He was a super dog. You know what I mean? So again, to throw 30 sometimes, only give up one sack. It was a beautiful situation. And then I could even go further. The one sack was just a miscommunication. So we're good. So I think our quarterback play is great.
Right. Definitely. Definitely was great quarterback play, and it was good to see. And just overall, I think the offense was just clicking. Besides,
Well, I think our
kind of.
pass game was on point. Our run game, was stalled a little bit. But again, there's some things that we can fix as well, and that we will fix. But again, like the passing game working, I mean, ain't no need to go away from it for real. You know what I'm saying? But I think we clean up some things in the run game. The offense could really be super dangerous in all aspects.
Right, right. Definitely saw a big shift into the pass game, and I think that's a testament to the adjustment, that the coaching staff made. It's like, all right, well, y'all got 34 right there. Well, all right, now we're gonna, we're gonna hit you over the top, and that ended up working well for us overall. I want to move to the defensive side of the ball. Uh, Held them to 13 points, and that was obviously came from two back-to-back drives in the second quarter, I believe. Like we just talked about when everything got a little bit slow. Um, but talk about the defense and how well they played, and a guy like Jace Bigelow who just was filling in this year. Well, I shouldn't say filling in, taking over for Christian Payne last year, who was a great player for us. Held the defense down, and you know, Jace Bigelow comes in his first game, kind of taking over the ranks, and I mean it's like didn't miss a beat. Like
Yeah.
just talk about how the defense
Well,
played
well,
overall.
point blank, period. Jason's gonna be one of those guys, man. He's gonna be a 20 offer guy. Again, he has great size, great instincts. He's great academically. He's a great football player, man, and he's just a sophomore. But he's gonna open a lot of eyes this year. So he's gonna be one of those guys when you look back, probably be, like I said, a 20 offer dude, man, that's gonna be able to go to school wherever he chooses to go because he's that type of player. And I think what he was learning last year was how to be consistent on this level. You know what I'm saying? And I think we're gonna see him do the same thing he did last week over and over and over again because now he's understanding what he needs to do to be consistent, how he needs to prepare, how he needs to watch film, how to read his keys, things that young linebackers have to learn. And again, like I said, we pulled him up after the first game. He had 21 tackles in his JV game, first JV game last year. I said, nah, like we gotta pull him up. He's different. You know what I'm saying? It was unfair, like a man amongst toddlers. You know what I'm saying? So we had to bring him up last year after that first game. And again, he didn't play as much as he wanted to, but he got a lot of good playing time and a lot of good experience. And now, it's his time. But as far as defense overall, man, we are what I thought we were. You know what I'm saying? We fast, we physical. Like Coach Tay always said, they play pissed off. They trying to hit stuff. Again, that's why I alluded to earlier. Like, we got to dial it down in practice because they trying to tear stuff up. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, um,
Yeah, I've seen
yeah.
it with my own eyes.
So at the end of the day, to see them play like that, when the gloves is off, the lights is on, it was good, and I think we're gonna continue to build on our success. And we have a very versatile team, so we're able to move guys around week to week and to put them in the best position. So I was very pleased on how the defense played.
Right. I think the defense played really, really well. Like I said, held to 13 points, and those really came back to back. So it was really 3 quarters where they
For sure,
really didn't even get close to
for
scoring,
sure, for sure.
So that was good to see. Looking ahead to this week, got a bit of a different opponent in Clover Hill. Clover Hill is a team. First off, it's my alma mater. A team that last year we played the first game of the season. First game of your tenure at Huguenot, and put up 75 points. Tied the school record. It was definitely a good way to come out last year. And just looking to this year's team at Clover Hill, 0-1, lost their first game to a Meadowbrook team who just lost last week by 40 points. So you kind of get a feel of the kind of team that Clover Hill is. How do you motivate your guys? How do you motivate the team to come out and play just as hard as if it's a Eastern View, as if it's a team that's supposed to make some noise when they're not very good this year. Haven't had a winning season over at Clover Hill since 2019, and went 1-9, 2-8 last year. Just how do you motivate your guys to come out and play hard and continue to get better, even knowing that the opponent isn't somebody that you can really get so hyped up for?
Yeah, well, the thing is, man, if you love the game, man, it don't really matter who you playing. You know what I'm saying? You love the game, you playing the game, for multiple reasons. Everyone has different motivations, but at the end of the day, for us, man, it's about us. We're chasing perfection. We're chasing perfect execution. So again, we focused on us a lot this week. What can we do? How can we fix our mistakes from last week? How can we clean it up? How can we do our best to play a perfect game? And we're shooting at trying to play a perfect game. Obviously it's impossible, you know what I'm saying? But we can get as close as possible to playing the perfect game. And that's what we're trying to do. And that's the motivation. It's really not even about Clover Hill. It's about us. Like, how can we execute every play? When we grade you out on Sunday, is everybody getting hundreds and 90s? And, what's the grade and what's the team grade? So we're trying to grade out as 100, man. And again, that's a tall order, a tall task, but that in itself is the motivation, trying to chase perfection.
Right. Well, that's got to play who on the schedule, and at the end of the day, that's who on the schedule. That's who's been on the schedule for years at Huguenot, and just looking forward to getting the 2-0, seeing the guys finding a way to get better.
Absolutely.
And coming out with a big win. Hopefully we break that scoreboard again like last year. Maybe we get a little bit more so we can get that. I'm always about getting them records out the way. So
everything great, man.
We'll
Can't
see.
complain
But
at all, man.
Definitely excited for Friday and looking forward to seeing what the guys do.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you coming on, and good luck on Friday, Coach.
So I'm finna rock out.
Like I'm from the knot, that I'm hot. And he say he steppin', we know that he not. Told him come down the hill up to score and get shot. Told Ben call the plan, he a got. Said he wanted some work, gotta come to the spot. Told you pass the ball, get the work in the rock. What he said on the net, pulling God for the block. Just see him beat the mob, pulling love on the block. Put the box on the back, had to turn up a notch. Said watch to the blitz, he give me that to drop. Last dude got here, had to leave on the car. When we catching me running, they make it too far. Said I been in the field, you just got to the yard. You can't see in the lights, cause they matching the stars. Little bro in the bitch, swear to God that he hot. Better grace of your crease, get the stomp in the yard. I got a stack, get him sacked. Rolling the line, push him away, yeah, he got him a sack. Told him he run away and get smacked. I want his head, get a flag, I'ma take off his chest. He better not talk, gotta snap. We the best from the rich on God, can't snatch about that. Go on the road and get slapped. We wiping his nose and head straight right back to the trap.